Hi, happy Sunday. Well, it is Sunday night. My name is Minister Nikki. For those who do not know me, you can call me Nikki. It doesn't matter. Whichever you choose to call me, however you feel comfortable. So, um, I have been. I don't want to use the word incognito, but I have been. Um, away on another assignment, helping someone build up their food ministry and their clothing ministry. Amen. And I was on here, on YouTube, with my YouTube channel. It's called Encourage to Eat Spiritual Food, or someone may say encouraged to eat spiritually. So I was on here, and I was coming on here probably like sometimes I'll do like 2 days, a week, and then it calmed down to like 1 day a week or whatever. But I'm on here because of today is because I come with no explanations. Okay, I come with no apologies. I'm just on here because the Lord sent me on here. Even though I still do the helping ministry, with this certain church, and I love doing what I do. Like Jesus said, he said he come to serve and not to be served. Amen. And that's the same way I feel. I just want to help. I don't want nothing in return. I just want to be able to give out. you know, but also we need to let our spiritual discernment kick in so we will not be given out to the wrong people. So we will not be given to people that, that the Lord cursed and things like that. And then we end up with nothing lacking. Amen. So I just thank God, and I just want to say I'm back, and to my subscribers and to my viewers. I'm just hoping that you guys didn't, cast me away and things like that. But I do have integrity. I'm just trying to let you guys know what I was doing. And like, I don't like to use the word incognito because that's not the word by choice that I would like to use. So I just want to I am on here today is just to let you guys know, just to talk a few minutes about the coronavirus, which a lot of people, they are fearful, they are afraid. Worryation kicks in, anxiety kicks in, and things like that. And I'm not on here to be no spokesperson for someone, even for any type of you know, health personnel or anything like that. But I am on here to speak the truth and experience. Amen. Because the coronavirus is serious. But I believe in my heart, okay, if you use universal precautions, amen, and which I was taught when I was a PCA back in 1989. A PCA was basically, it stands for Patient Care Assistant. Um, so I was a PCA, and before they allow us to get some type of schooling, like far as like a little trade, whoever wanted to get or to be a certified nursing assistant. I was a PCA, working in the state of Pennsylvania before the state of Pennsylvania said, okay, well, wait a minute, now the state required that you go to school, even though that they paid for it, basically, in the state of New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey. And what happened was, I know that was Langhorne, that I was working at a nursing home facility, and I was working there in '89, and there was carpooling from Trenton, New Jersey, and you didn't have to be certified back then. And what happened was they, the state, I guess they said, well, wait a minute, these people got to get certified because not only, we I mean, we might think that the old people, they get sick. The elderly people, they get sick, or even someone with some type of disease or chronic disease or anything, and they give it to us. But actually, we could get them more sicker than they could get us. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, the state said that we had to be certified. So then they came out with the certified nursing assistant, which meant or whatever that you had to go to school for approximately, like, I think it was like 8 weeks, if I'm not sure, 8 weeks, 6 weeks. And then if they add a home health aide to it, you had to go for another 2 weeks, because the home health aide was only considered to be certified as being a certified home health aide, CHHA. You had to go an extra 2 weeks to school. So they combined the two, the certified nursing assistant and the certified home health aide. If they combined the two, I think the most that you had to go to work for, don't quote me on this, at least 8 weeks, which is 2 months. And then they had, a little graduation ceremony, I thought, which was cute. And then we all bringing a dish, and then we all, had our instructors and things like that. And, we actually did the skills test. Once we did a written test, you still had to pass it. And they gave you time to pass the skills test. And, it was awesome. I mean, and then, it was easy. And then also, they had this program out in Trenton, New Jersey, which was called JTPA, was on South Broad Street in Trenton. And I know a lot of retired certified home health aides and retired certified nursing assistants. They are well aware of going to the JTPA schools, which they sent you to school for free. The only thing you had to do was pass a basic 9 grade level, which is ninth grade level reading and math tests. Okay, and they allowed you to do that on paper. So, and then they gave you, I think, if you failed it, I know they did that to me. If I failed it, they gave me another chance or whatever. Because I did fail it one time, and I failed it by 1 point under. I forgot what the top score was, and I forgot what the bottom score was. But I know, and then the second time, I aced it. So, it was nice. And then also you had to do a um, you had to take your PPD test, which was a tuberculosis test. It was just, to see if, they stick a needle in you, and then you got to go, first step, PPD, and they stick the needle in you. And then once they stick the needle in you, get it right here. And once they stick the needle in you, and then you go back within 48 hours to whoever administered that PPD shot to you, you had to go get it read within 48 hours. And then if you don't see a lump, and if they could take their hand and rub it across and it's smooth, you pass. And then if they take it and it's still red in that area, like real dark red, like a cherry red type, or like a kind of like a purple type look color, and then they want to do further testing. But I thank God that that I always pass, giving a PPD test, even going to, once I got certified, and going to nursing homes and things like that, and, in medical assistance, any healthcare facility, anything that got to do with health, you have to take a PPD test. Okay. And I was just thankful. I thank God that I did pass. But I enjoyed doing certified nursing assistant. I enjoyed doing certified home health aide. I enjoyed doing going into the home. I enjoyed being a certified medical assistant also. I thank God. And even was a certified phlebotomist, which you draw blood. Amen. But basically, I'm on here because I just want to show you guys. Maybe you guys know. Maybe some people don't know. You get the fear of, the coronavirus. And not only that, on top of that, some people may not know what, universal precautions are. And universal precautions is basically is sometimes it's headgear, where you protect the head from blood splatter, and a mask, like it might be like plastic mask, or even a mask that they wearing now, like the what's that, like the sterile mask, and some of the masks aren't sterile, and the only mask which you know you may get, like you might buy them at well, I know the dollar store may sell them, um Dollar General, Family Dollar, Rite Aid, Walgreens, uh CVS, somewhere where you can purchase, health supplies. Okay, and you can even order them online. But the only mask that really protect you from inhaling and exhaling, where you could be able to get the germs, and you covering yourself from people with saliva, and you covering your self with people that's coughing and things like that. The only mask that will actually really work is the surgical mask that the doctors, okay, that the certified doctors wear at the hospitals when they do like a surgery and things like that, and they have to go in and out the ICU and things like that in the hospitals. And so basically that's the only mask that really works, far as you see people wearing like the little paper masks. I'll say paper masks because they look like that they're gonna rip and tear, and things like that. But the kind that you wear and you put them over your ears and things like that. So the only mask that really works is the surgical mask, that the actual doctors, the surgeons, that they wear. So I just want to go over how we can protect ourselves, using universal precautions against the coronavirus. Of course, prayer comes first, okay? And then the universal precautions, asking the Lord for divine protection, and even asking God, to give us wisdom, because wisdom comes from above, and we need knowledge. Knowledge is understanding, and we need to know about wisdom, knowledge, and understand. Knowledge is to know, and understand is to understand what you know, amen, and what you was taught. So we need to ask the Lord to guide us into, not only just the coronavirus, but every virus. And also, I was also taught that you treat everyone as if they had a disease, whether you have it or not. Okay? And that was back all the way in 1989 when I was working at, like I said, the home, the nursing facilities, and going into the homes and taking care of the elderly, or someone that may have, some type of chronic illness, or even just a common cold, you have to use universal precautions. And sometimes we even had to wear like the protective gowns. And if you don't have a protective gown, they used to make you wear the hospital gowns, which the hospital gowns are not sterile. And the yellow um, universal precaution gowns are yellow. The last I checked, they was yellow. Maybe they light blue. I seen some doctors wear blue, but I know for the most part, I remember them being yellow. And I seen some doctors, may have light blue, kind of like a light blue color, gowns and things like that, as they protect themselves, and they put it over top of their scrubs and things like that. I know we use the yellow ones, and we put them over top of our scrubs when we couldn't go into the rooms. That was just showed, like outside the door, just said use precautions and warning, and things like that. And we had to take the gown off. We had to actually take the gown off, okay, from the inside out, and take it out and things like that. But I just want to show you guys far as hand washing, I just want to show you guys far as using hand washing, your hands if my camera will allow me to do it. Okay. Okay, I have on, rings. So you take your rings off. Okay. This is what you do. Okay. I have a napkin here. Or you could use a paper towel. Or you could use toilet paper. Whatever you choose to use. Let me put this comb on. Okay. And you set the rings whether you're married or not. Okay. I'm not married. So these rings is on this finger. Not a ring finger. Okay. And then you turn on the water. You get your water right. Okay. Turn on the water. Put it over here or something so you can see the water. Okay, you can see the water down at the bottom, honey. Okay. Then I take my bar of soap. Oh, that's kind of hot. I adjust the water to the temperature that I need. Okay? And you might have some hand soap, some pump soap. Okay? But antibacterial soap is good. But just plain soap and water would do the job. Not cold water. Warm water. It could be lukewater or however hot you can stand it. Okay, now look, I get my hands. You see me doing this? I'm doing this. You get my hands. Okay. Lathering up my hands with the soap. Okay. Okay. As I lather them up, okay, I work into them. I can, prick my nails and clean up under my nails with the other nails. If you don't have no nails, you can just, scrape up under there. I know you ain't that bold with the nails. Some people do bite their nails, though. I'm not saying that, But in my case, I have nails, so I play with my nails and make sure I clean up under my nails, pricking them with the other nail. Okay? This is how you use universal precautions, ladies and gents, and children, who's watching. Okay, then I run them under the water like this. Okay, then you clean them just like this. You see me doing it? Okay, now the lather is getting thinner now because of the water has ran off of them. You clean inside your hands. Inside this hand. Should have took off my bracelets. That's what I should have did. But I'm just trying to give you guys an idea on how to use universal precaution. And you can do this for at least 20 to 30 seconds. Universal precautions. Make sure you clean. And if you notice, with the doctors, I'm going to go up on this sleeve right here because this one doesn't have the bracelets, okay? If you notice when the doctors get ready to prepare for surgery, okay, watch how they do. Watch any doctor's show, and watch how they do when they prepare for surgery. They go up, and here they go. They do just like this. Now they begin to rinse. You go downward. You see? I'm going downward. You see? You can get it like this if you can get up under your sink. But when the doctors, when they do it, they have them big sinks. And they have that, them long neck faucets. But this is just my bathroom sink. So, I'm going like this. See? And you keep your hands downward, but they go just like this. Just like this. I don't want to go all up on this one because my braces. I don't want to get my braces wet. And I can do this hand. They go just like this. It's just how they go. Now this is just the basic hand washing, right? Okay? Now you see how I'm letting them, hanging them down? I'm letting them dry. Okay? This is how I'm doing it. I'm letting them dry like that. Basic hand washing. See how they drip and dry? You let them drip dry. Okay? Okay? I'm letting them drip dry. So now, I'm going to grab some napkins. Because you never turn the faucet off with your hand. Okay? Because now it's called cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is not just in food. It's also in basic hand washing. Now, then you do this. I'm grabbing a little bit of napkins on the side of me. Okay? This is what you do. Take that, dry your hands off real good. Dry them off, okay? See how I'm drying my hands off real good? Drying them off real good, right? Now, I'm going to throw it in the wastebasket. You can't see it because my wastebasket is on the left side of me. So I drop it in the wastebasket. And I take another napkin. Okay? And I don't have a two-side faucet. Mine's, is neutral. It could go that way, or that way. So mine's to turn it off, I'm taking a clean napkin and I'm pressing it. See how I'm pressing it with the paper towel? Like that. Pressing it with the paper towel. Then I'm throwing it in the waste paper basket. Okay? And that's basically universal precautions far as with the hand cleaning. Amen? Far as with the hand cleaning. That's what you do far as with the hand cleansing. Okay? And just say if I sneeze. Okay? I'm not going to do this. Achoo! And then wipe my hands, on, I think I got some soap right here too. So I could just wipe that off and throw it. I'm not going to sneeze, achoo. And then and then it come all up. And I'm doing this. When you sneeze, okay? You sneeze just like this. See the crease of my elbow that folds? Okay? Whether I got on a long sleeve, which down like this, or whether I got on short sleeves, or whether I have on no sleeves. Okay? If you out in the public, even if you home, you around your children. Okay? Even if you by yourself, you sneeze in the crease of your fold. This how you do it. Head turn away. You count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You count 10 to 15 seconds. Just like that. I'm going to do it again. Head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how you sneeze. And then if you need, something to wipe your mouth or your nose and things like that, okay? Maybe it's in your pocketbook. Maybe you got some tissues folded up in your wallet. Maybe you got some in your jacket. Maybe you got to go, somewhere to get some. Okay? But you don't even want to sneeze, achoo, and then, put more germs on you. Okay? And we have to be careful. All this handshaking, showing love, things like that. Ain't nothing matter with loving somebody, and it's better to be safe than sorry. It is, honestly. It's better to be safe than sorry than to try to, show somebody that you love them. Yeah, love is an action word. Okay? But really, we don't owe nobody no explanation. Not about right now. Not what's going on right now. Far as handshaking, hey bro, hey sis, and even grabbing them, hugging them, and giving them love and things like that. We need to, give much space as we can possible. Amen. Because we don't want to carry all of that home to our household, because I know I have my grandchildren just about like, I ain't going to say every other weekend. I'll say probably like, they live in another city, in North Carolina, and I live in North Carolina, But I know when I get my grandchildren at least once a month and things like that, I want it to be the same way when they left, And the youngest of my grandchildren right now, okay, they 15, I mean, about to say 15, they 10 months. So they still babies, And I don't want to get my, my grands, all sick. Matter of fact, as of today, May 15th, Yes, I mean March 15th. I'm sorry, March 15th. Yes, they 10 months today, and I just dropped them off about 2 hours ago. And I love getting my grandkids. I love them to crawl. To do what they have to do, and I even teach my 3-year old, my granddaughter. And I have to remind my soon to be 12-year old granddaughter next month. When I get all four of them, I have six grandchildren. I have one 18 and I have one who's 15, but they be about doing their thing, and things like that. But for the most part, I have the last four, and I have to teach them universal precautions and things like that. Um, Using some tissue when they flush the toilet, things like that. Even though they wash their hands, and I thank God that my 3-year old granddaughter, that she say, Gigi, I want to wash my hands, Gigi, I want to wash my hands, and when she don't have enough soap on her hands, she feels some type of way. And I thank God, and I pray that she continue to be like that, and she love brushing her teeth, like when she wake up in the morning, she use the bathroom, she want to wash her hands, and I got this thing by my sink where she can stand up because she's short, and to be able, somebody being there, helping her with the temperature of the water because my water can get hot, and just so the water could be to where it's good enough for her, where she feel comfortable enough where it won't burn or whatever. But she loved washing her hands, and that's universal precaution. That's a big part of using universal precautions. And like I said, far as like the gear, the universal protective gear, sometimes you have to put the covering over your shoes. We was taught that even in the nursing homes and things like that. Even at the doctors, they used it at the hospitals and things like that. And ICU and things like that. Doing surgery and stuff like that, so they won't carry no blood. What is it called? Blood bound pathogens on her shoes or on her clothes. That's why you wear the sterile gowns and things like that. And even with the gloves, I'm gonna just show you something. These is not. I just got these little extra little gloves that I use. It's just like hair gloves and things like that when you want to wash your hair and things like that. And you don't want your hands, you got nails on, you don't want your nails to get all messed up. But see, these are just regular gloves, but I'm talking about the sterile gloves, And some may not, some people may be allergic to the latex, but they also have different gloves, without the latex. They have gloves without the powder form in them, and where, you can't break out from the gloves. Okay, and I'm just saying, I'm just going to use that, demonstrate this as a big part, of the universal precaution. Like I said, the hands. Okay, so now I put the gloves on. Okay, so how would I take the gloves off once I, just say if I clean my bathroom and things like that. Bathroom, oh my goodness. I know bathrooms carry a lot of germs. A lot of germs. Because we do number two, we do number one, we take showers, we brush our teeth, we walk around barefooted, things like that. Like when we step out the tub, we may drip on the rug, that's on the floor and things like that. So we have to make sure that, wherever, like even in a nursing home, just say you gotta use gloves, okay? Just say you using gloves. You might go to the stores now, you see people using gloves. But you know what though? Did you ever notice, like when you go to the store, you see like in retail, you see people, they using gloves, and they handling your money. Money is dirty. Money dirty. Money come all the way across town. Money be found. Money be just filthy. Money is dirty. Imagine how many germs is on that. But they protecting themselves from us, right? But guess what? We wasn't in that. We may not have been in that store an hour ago, and they may have on the same gloves using, you know, like working a cash register or whatever, and then they taking dirty money and they giving you change all in the cash register, and you don't have on no gloves, and guess what you doing? You receiving them same germs that Tom made it came in there, Mary, Susie, Anna, Sally. And they don't realize that. They don't realize that. It's not like every transaction, or every customer that they're going to use, a pair of gloves. They're not going to do that because you're really wasting the gloves. But I'm just saying, okay, if you have to use gloves, okay, in a healthcare facility, even if you visit a loved one and you might be changing their soiled linen and doing an occupied bed, or making an occupied bed, or handling the bedpan or something like that. Okay, how would you take off your gloves if you was working in retail and you was the cashier and you came across contact? Okay, 3 hours or 4 hours, stand on your feet before you got a 10-minute break or an hour lunch or a 30 minutes lunch. How would you take your gloves off? In order for you, okay, not to let the outside of the gloves contaminate or bring bacteria or some type of germ to your hand. How would you do it? This is how we was taught to do it. You take it like this. You see this? You lift it up. Sometimes you might have to roll it down. You do like that. Inside out. Bam. Right? Inside out. Still inside out, right? Then you take it. Don't put it's inside out, right? So being that it's inside out, but even though it's a garbage there, you immediately dispose of it in a garbage, but it'll be a separate garbage. If you're working in a nursing home, you have your own garbage, okay, your own linen and things like that, or working in a healthcare facility, okay. And then, okay, just say if it come off, like mine's came off, okay, and I throw that in the garbage. Really, I like to get rid of it. I don't like to, And then you can either take napkin or some toilet paper. See? Right there. Take it like that and you pull it off. See? And it's inside out. You see? And guess what? Them gloves, they are no good to us no more. It's basically universal precautions. Amen? Universal precautions. And then if you in the bathroom by yourself, 9 times out of 10, the door should be shut because that's considered, privacy. Nobody want to see you in the bathroom really wash your hands. But I'm just saying, if you do, have the bathroom door shut, take a napkin the same way. Open the bathroom door with the handle, with the knob. Just like that. Open it with the tissue. Open it like that. Open it like that. Make sure it's open up wide enough. You're going to reach up the waste paper basket again. Boom. Toss that in there. Okay? Okay? You toss that in there. And then you know what you do? Take another one. It might take longer. It might sound foolish. But guess what? It's best to be it's best to be cautious. And it's best to use precautions. Universal precautions. And then with the light switch, you don't use your hand. You take another tissue or napkin or toilet paper, whatever you have. Boop, flip the light switch. You might have to pull a string. Bam. And then guess what? With the door open, you can see where the waste paper basket is still in the bathroom, right? And then what you do? Boop. Throw it in there again. And you know what? Universal precautions is going to take some work, okay? And you know what? It's best for you and for somebody else. Because listen to this, okay? God will reward. Number one, he reward obedience, okay? And, okay, he reward obedience over sacrifice. So just imagine if you are obedient and you're sacrificing, okay, someone else's health, your health, okay? You're looking out for you, you're looking out for the next person, right? Guess what? God gonna reward you. You think you looking out and being, very cautious, using universal precautions, and you doing what you supposed to do? You think God ain't gonna look out for you? You think God ain't gonna look out for you? But what it is, God don't want us to tempt him. Okay? Never tempt the Lord thy God. So long as you use universal precautions, everything will be all right. And it's the same thing if you had on, I should have did the whole thing because I got the mask. How I have the gloves and I lift it up. Even if I don't use gloves, like I don't have to use my gloves to lift it up because that can get on my ear, like the germs. I'm just saying if you're not really, swift with it, quick with it, if you're not really cautious with it, then you could do the same thing. Take a clean paper towel, clean piece of toilet paper that you know that's clean, and then you just take and then you just pull like how the mask come on. You put it over your ear. You just take the same thing, okay? And you take the clean paper towel or whatever toilet paper and lift it up over that ear. Boom, and then you take it and it'll come off. Put it in, what it's supposed to go in, because you know what, the germs of the gloves and the paper towels and everything, that should go in a separate bag. It should not go in I'm just saying, but if you home, it's different, you know, because you know who you let in your house, and you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just talking if you out in the public using the public bathroom, or if you at the work, the job rather, if you working in a healthcare facility like a hospital or nursing home and things like that. We have to use universal precautions. You have to treat everybody as if they are contaminated. You have to treat everybody as if they have some type of disease. And it's not you being funny. It's just you being cautious. Not only are you protecting yourself, but you are protecting them too. Even if they don't protect you, guess what? You still be a man or woman, whether you save or not. You walk in integrity. Because guess what? If you do what you're supposed to do, integrity want to follow you. So I just want to get that out there. That's what I was taught, and you can go on by this, or you don't have to. But I plan on, well, I would like to join tomorrow and give you guys a word. Um, and I think I will be coming from Exodus 6. So you can study that chapter in entirely, and to give you all a heads up. And I thank you so much, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and God bless you. And I hope to talk to you.